845, Big 550, KTRS. Kyle Bittner joins us. A United States Army Ranger, two tours of duty in Iraq.
Yes, sir.
From Waterloo, Illinois.
Yes.
And you're Larry Connor's producer?
Yeah, Larry Connors and I get to party every night now.
Book it at 9 with Kyle and Larry Connors. You are our guinea pig. You go all over the St. Louis metropolitan area and try different, strange, weird things and bring back video.
That is the plan.
However, this, like the Pointer's Pizza Challenge, you failed because there is no video this time.
Well, there is a video. It's just not able to be opened and seen for everyone. But I think we can put something together in the future, hopefully, and throw it out there.
So for those of you watching on television, just sort of close your eyes and pretend you're listening to the radio.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. What is Dragon Boat Racing?
Dragon Boat Racing is basically a huge canoe, and they do it in Creve Coeur Lake, and this is my 4th or 5th year doing it. And I actually love Dragon Boat Racing. This is the first thing that I've came on the show that I had done before, and it's very close to my heart, so if you don't make too much fun of it, I would appreciate that.
Okay.
But you have 20 rowers in a boat, or paddlers.
Right.
And there's a guy in the back that's steering, and there's a person in the front that's banging on a drum to keep everyone in sync.
Is the person banging on the drum the coxswain?
No, that's normally the person that steers, I believe.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that would be in the back.
All right.
And the person bangs on the drum, keeps everyone in sync, because there's nothing worse in Dragon Boat Racing than get out of sync. You have to stay in sync.
It's kind of like talk radio.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like the group NSYNC. You got to be on beat.
Yes.
Well, I love Justin Timberlake, so we'll let that go.
All right. I love Frank Opinion, by the way. All right. So you're all in sync on Creve Coeur Lake.
Exactly. And last year there was 30 teams. This year there was 40 teams. And next year they're trying to get up to 50 teams.
Okay.
And
how far is each race?
400 meters or yards, something like that.
Okay.
That's a little different, but
is it like soccer? Do they just tell you when the race is over, or is it actually marked?
No, they have buoys that start
okay.
at the beginning, and then you have, I guess, every 100 yards they have another buoy, and then you have your final buoys a different color.
Okay.
And then you put all 4 boats at the exact same time, which is pretty cool. There's a guy on a bullhorn and on the shore. One paddle forward, boat number 3. Half paddle back, boat number 2.
And so he's sort of lining you up.
Yeah, and then that's exactly what it is. We have alignment. And then you paddle as fast as possible. Well, not as fast as possible. There's so much strategy involved. You go 5 really hard paddles, then you go 20 faster paddles at about 80 beats per 80 strokes a minute.
Right.
And then you want to slow down and go to about 60 strokes a minute so you don't peter out before you get to the final. And then at the end, about 50 yards away, you want to have your finishing move. It's kind of like wrestling in that regard. And then you do your finishing move for the last 50 yards or whatever, and you try to win the race.
What's the finishing move?
Well, I mean, you either speed back up or they say to really dig deep, because you don't really paddle with your arms, which is what a lot of new people it's really all from your torso, and you're reaching forward as far as you can and pulling back. And
so you have to have really great abs.
You don't have to.
You have a flat stomach.
Don't you have to have arms?
Well, like I said, you don't want to be doing too much with your arms. Or
Kelly Jackson's drooling over there. How are the arms? What about the abs? Talk about the abs.
I haven't had a date in 4 years. Come on, you gotta get me something
shirt.
here.
I want to see your abs. All right. So where are these 40 teams from?
All over the place. They have different categories. Like the team I'm on is from the YMCA of Monroe County that we've been doing for a while. So they're in the community category, and you can also win the overall thing, which we didn't do, which was very disappointing. The Team Tarleton, I think they win every year, so we have to work on finding a better strategy.
Where do you get a dragon boat from? Do you go down to Dick's Sporting Good and ask for I'll take where's your dragon boat?
We're going to
section?
order one from China, so that way we can practice in the off season.
Where would you practice that?
Any lake.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I mean,
what does the boat look like? Does it have like a big wing keel on it? So it's like the side, so it's got like a little
like an outrigger.
Yeah, like a ski on the side, like you see on the start of Hawaii 5-0.
No, it's just a big canoe, and it's just double wide. You have to put your hip all the way to the gunnel, I think they call it, all the way to the side, so you don't tip over. And there's a dragon on the front. That's why it's called Dragon Boat Racing. And then they have the drummer person sitting up top. And these people travel. They go around from city to city. Like they were in St. Louis last week. I don't know where they were going next.
Who won?
Monroe County, right?
What's that?
Is it Monroe County one?
No, it's a Creve Coeur.
Oh.
The lake is where it's done at.
She's still thinking of your abs.
No.
Justin Timberlake's in sync.
No. Well, I thought you said Monroe County won.
That's the team that
that you were on.
That's the team that I'm on. And then it's at Creve Coeur, and then Tarleton, I think, was the winner this year. We kind of don't like them. They win a lot.
So how did you guys do? Did you place at all?
We got 6th out of 40, which is...
That's not bad.
That's respectable.
It is, but we felt like we left something on the lake. On our second run, we kind of had some paddles clicking together. We got out of sync a little bit. Our third run, the start was a little shaky. So I feel we got some room to improve. Like I said, we're going to...
Do you go on different sides? Do you do like one on one side and then one on the other and then back and forth?
No, I mean,
Or is it like every other one?
Everybody's sitting next to someone. So we'd be on a row together, and you would be rowing on the left side of the boat.
And you're rowing on
and
the right
I'm
side.
rowing on the right
Gotcha.
side
And
of
you
the
stay
boat.
on that side.
Exactly.
Okay.
The whole time. Because
So your abs are only good on one side of your stomach.
Exactly. My obliques on that side, actually, really got the work.
You got a beer belly on the other.
So when they put you in the boat, too, they have the person standing in the back and make sure it's level. So they'll be like, all right, you guys got to switch. You guys got to switch.
Right.
I mean, it's really, really cool, actually.
What if you cramp up?
Then they throw you out of the boat, and you have to swim back to shore.
Then the
because-
drummer
How long
has
does the race
to.
last? Is the race like 30 seconds, a minute and a half?
About 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
If you get under 2 minutes, pretty good. Our first time was 1:54, which I think was like 8th out of the 40 teams on the first heat. And then it kind of depends on the wind and stuff. The wind picked up a little bit of a crosswind, made the starts a little more difficult. So it really depends. I think one team dropped a 144 or something. We were looking for steroids, or maybe they had a motor on that one. I'm not sure how that happened.
Sweet. All right, cool.
So Dragon Boat Racing was a huge success.
All right, is there a website to find out more about Dragon Boat
You
Racing?
can go to gatewaydragonboat.org. Like I said, they want to get up to 50 teams next year, so it's a really fun event. You go out there, you set up a tent with your friends. A lot of people bring grills out. You just barbecue because you got about an hour and a half between races. You get 3 races,
Right.
So there's some downtime.
Do you have to wear a life preserver?
Exactly. You have to. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. What's next week?
Next week, I went skiing or
Skiing.
wakeboarding.
Water skiing. Oh.
Wakeboarding
with the Alton Ski Club, and then they had brought some people out that were doing like flips. Then they brought this lady out this young girl was doing swivel skiing, which I don't know if you know what that is, but that's where you spin around on a ski like a ballerina. Which I had never seen that before.
Did you do this?
I did the wakeboarding.
You did the wakeboarding.
I didn't get to do the swivel skiing.
All right. Do we have video of this?
We do. We have a ton of video. We've got also a guy on a knee board that's dropping some flips down, and he does a handstand on the knee board. It was actually really, really awesome.
Was it Larry Connors on that knee board?
No, he was getting tased that day.
That's the video I want to see. Larry Connors doing a handstand on a ski board. All right, Josh Bittner, good work
Kyle.
as always. Kyle, who's Josh? You have a brother, Josh?
No, I don't.
All right, well, Kyle Bittner, always a pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
We miss your tuxedo.
Well, it's at the dry cleaners, and I'm thinking of taking a pole dancing lesson coming up, so I figured I'd wear the tuxedo for that.
Are you really going to?
I just made that up right now, but do you think I should do it?
I think you should. Where are you going to go? I'll go help you film that.
This is the one time he'll go with you.
All right, we'll set it up.
8:52, Big 5.